Hello, welcome to Buying on a Budget. My name is Fai. Today I'm gonna discuss a camera and the reasons you should buy it or reasons you should not buy it. Nikon D5600, and I've been using this or had been using this for half a year and it's already broken already. As you can see, the battery door is gone and also is not working anymore. 100% not working because I think it's because I get some water in it and it does not have weather seal. So this is the first reason I suggest you not buy it. If you are the type of person who just bring your camera out and cannot protect it, I suggest you do not buy it. It does not have weather seal. So I was in a very heavy raining and despite all the protection and it broke. Well, to its credit, there are reasons you should buy it too. For example, DX lens selection. They have a lot of good DX lens selection, and I had the 35mm DX lens, which is a 50mm equivalent, and their lens are so cheap, the DX lens, and they even have a wide angle 10 to 20mm for very affordable price. If I am buying the same focal length in other system, it is very expensive, honestly. So compared to them, Nikon has a fairly cheap lens lineup, and their color is good as well. The color from this lens and the Nikon JPEG in general, I've taken some of my proudest pictures from this camera, so I think it is a very good student, very good beginner camera, and DP Review actually rated this as the best student camera, and I can relate to that. Although it only has one dial control, but I think if you are a beginner, it's good for you. You don't want too many dials to distract you. You don't know what it does for you. One dial is good enough. Use A mode, S mode, P mode even to practice your framing and your concept, your how you see this photography is about how you see, not about how many dials and how fast you can shoot. Talking about how fast, I think one thing to complain is about the buffer. The buffer is rather small. Even shooting JPEG, I think 2 seconds already buffer. It's just like less than 10 images or something like that, because the buffer is small depending on situations and how your setting is, but the buffer is just generally not that good. And one thing to add is autofocus. Well, in shooting still image is rather good for this price range. It has a reliable autofocus. However, in video mode, just normal Nikon, common Nikon, hangs all the time, and it sometimes don't move the autofocus, and it's so slow. So expect to use manual focus in video mode. It's even worse than Panasonic's camera, so you know how bad that is. And also it has a flip screen, so I bought this partially because of the flip screen, because in their lab the 6500 they only have a tilt screen, and the lower 3400 doesn't have a flip screen. So if you want a flip screen, this is your only choice. It's very lightweight with a good grip. However, it's plasticky. You feel like you broke it, and the battery door is gone because I was shooting something in a very crowded situation and people just bump into me and gone. I cannot find it. And it's hard to find a authentic copy as well, but it doesn't matter because after that my camera just doesn't work anymore because of the no weather sealing. It does have a optical viewfinder, but I wouldn't say it's a good thing or bad thing. It's a neutral thing. I think it's another subject that I will maybe create a video to discuss about. However, it does have an optical viewfinder. It's cool. It feels cool. You can see what your eyes see through the lens. I think it is a aps-c sensor. It is Nikon, so therefore no eye-based, no in-body stabilization. So it is something to consider. The lens does have stabilization though, so maybe you might have to consider those, but some of the fixed prime doesn't have that, and it does not have 4K. So, but however, I think even if they have 4K, my friend got a 7500 Nikon D5600. It has 4K, but you have to manual focus, I guess. It's a good plus, but it's not the end of the world. I am using 1080p monitor even, because I think 4K is the future for sure, but it's not right now. It's a good future proof, but this does not have 4K. It's a more entry level camera, so I think they don't have 4K is cool. That's pretty much it, and the camera overall is not bad at all. Some drawback of course, and I got it broken, but however I'm not mad at the camera. I'm mad at the shop that sold me this, that customer service is not good. I got it for cheap, so couldn't complain anything. I took some of the proudest picture from this camera, so I would say the best camera is really the camera you can buy, you can have with you. And I just so in love with the moment that I took this camera and just go out and shoot, not caring about, because it's a very cheap camera and you don't feel like you broke it and you will be sad about the loss of the money, because the lens is super cheap as well. The lens, you can get a lot of second-hand lens as well, because people really are in love with Nikon in the past and they might sold it, because right now the Sony is coming back. So I think overall, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's overall a good camera with some drawbacks. I hope you enjoy this video and will enjoy, subscribe maybe, yeah, for the love of I lost this camera and things like that, and comment, like, and yeah, give me feedback. Thank you.